one of the key points of my community and my world is respecting women. They're the life givers,
Hmm.
and they need to be appreciated. They need to be respected. They need to be valued. And that is something that, in my opinion, is a non-negotiable. And if you don't agree with me and you need some support, or you're willing to accept some, not to accept, but listen to some reasoning behind that, or some things behind that, then great, we can talk. But if not, then I'm sorry, but I'm out. Like that's just a non-negotiable, because that's just the way my world works. And yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, agreed.
It's
Yes.
powerful.
Yeah, I'm very lucky to come from a family of
Yeah,
powerful women, right? My
yeah,
grandmother, the matriarch, my mom, I'm a youngest brother with an older sister, right? It's just, yeah, women are amazing. And like you said, it's men's responsibility for the women that don't feel safe and that don't feel respected. Yeah, just because of the physical differences, right? Of just men are so much more capable of committing violence than women are.
mm,
um it's also our responsibility to protect that, right? Protect the innocent, protect the people that are not necessarily able to defend themselves, and
mm,
spiritually, mentally, and physically, right? All of it, like all the battles that comes with, right? It's not just physical necessarily. There's a lot of mental mind games going on, especially nowadays. But no, I 100% agree with you.
yeah. Well said.
Yeah, there's something else you touched upon too, Dan, that I really loved, where Adam and I kind of say it's like, don't trust anyone that acts like they have all the answers, right? And you said that, at the sweat lodge, that, I'm weak,
Yeah,
I know nothing, or I'm pitiful, or maybe I'm
yeah,
paraphrasing that, but I wholeheartely agree with that. Sounds like you got some good leaders, because the people that act like they have all the answers, that's kind of how the cults start, and the things that the communities that aren't necessarily serving you, and vice versa. Can you just touch a little bit more upon that? I really, really enjoy that quote.
yeah. I'm pitiful and weak, and I know nothing.
Yeah, I'm really interested in your transition, I guess, because the suffering was kind of a similar question, but the
Mm,
transition from like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Like, this makes no sense, to
mm,
being like, to having that message really resonate. Because that, again, that's something. Yeah, again, when we're as children, we see the adult. You think people that act like they know everything, those are the people you are supposed to trust. I
definitely.
found in life, it's like, no, no, no. I trust the people way more that openly admit and are vulnerable to the fact, like, hey, I know nothing, right? But I'm trying. And that's a person I find now in my life experience to be way more trustworthy than, the person claiming that they have all the answers, right?